Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Imani. If you are new, what's up, what's poppin', make sure you like, subscribe, comment, tune in with your girl, and come and check out my most recent videos. You won't be disappointed. And if you are returning, y'all know what the deal is, y'all know what's up. So yesterday I actually went out to Ulta to go pick up some stuff for my makeup kit. As you know, like I said, I'm a makeup artist, but I also felt like, you know, it was time to get back to the basics. I feel like we always evolve as makeup lovers and makeup artists or enthusiasts, whatever may have you, and you know, we kind of forget about where we started from time to time. And I just feel like, you know, I wanted to go back to the basics, like I said, and give y'all an affordable makeup glam using mainly drugstore. When I say drugstore, I mean, you know, Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, things like that. Basically stuff that no matter where you pick it up from, it's still going to give you top-notch quality. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the things that I picked up for you guys. As you can see, I started my brows. I didn't want to finish them because I knew that the products that I was going to be using, I had to use them for this video. So I started off with just filling in my brows, and I already prepped and primed using my Dermablend Insta Grip and my NYX Angel Veil. So the thing about that is the Dermablend isn't necessarily your affordable makeup product, but with my brows, I did use the not Epik Ink Liner, the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and I did use the NYX Angel Veil Primer. And as you know, NYX is another affordable makeup product. So if you don't know what those look like, which you should, so the NYX Micro Brow Pencil and the NYX Angel Veil. So like I said, I use those to prep and prime my skin, among some other things too, but like I said, this is about an affordable glam. So since my brows aren't finished, the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is go into this concealer. I went ahead and picked up the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I did my best to shade match while I was in there. Like with e.l.f. products specifically, they don't let you just take their products out and do that. So I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna have to use my eye with that. But it's okay because I like a good highlight. I definitely feel like for my skin tone, that's definitely bright enough, because the other one that I was going to pick up was exactly my skin tone. I didn't really want that. I mean, I could have picked it up, but I didn't want that specific look. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to conceal my brows. Y'all, I had to put my kids upstairs today because I don't know what is in the water, but whenever their dad goes to work, they feel like they don't have to listen to me. I'm not going for it. I am not the one. You think that you should be, you know, I don't ever want my kids to be scared of me, but you think that your dad is doing it, you should be like, oh, we gotta listen to dad, you gotta listen to your mom. I will kick you in your back. I am not the one or the two or the three. And that's the thing with my kids. Like, I know some people are like, oh, they're still young. That's fine. Things like that are excusable, I'm okay with. But my kids will not be them bad kids that are falling out in the stores because I said, no, you can't have no candy. Baby, if you want to act a fool, I'm act a fool with you. You're not going to embarrass me. I can't be embarrassed, okay? So far about this concealer that I like, it is thick. And I feel like you don't have to use much. I could tell you right now, it's already like drying up. And I mean that in a good way, meaning like it doesn't need to sit for too long before you actually want to go in and apply any other products to your face. So far I actually like it. It actually is very smooth. So that's a good thing right now. So I'm liking this e.l.f. concealer. I've been told to use it, and I don't know why it took so long, but I'm actually really liking it already. Alright, so now that we got this base on, I know guys right now it looks crazy because I haven't blended it out yet, but I'm not going to do that just yet because I want to go ahead and go on to the top. So normally what I like to do is take my foundation and go onto the top just so I have an even transition without everything, because I don't want halo brows. But I went ahead and picked up the e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation. This one is in the shade Almond, so I was a little scared with this one too because the other one that I picked up, it was dark. I'd rather be lighter than to be darker, and I know that's probably backwards to some of y'all, but me, I feel like, you know, with bronzer and stuff like that, I can darken my makeup if I really need to. So we're gonna test this out. It's a pump. I haven't used a pump in so long, guys. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna put this on the back of my hand just because I don't want too much. It does look a little bright and I am a little scared. Bear with me. Ooh, that's right. That's bright. Okay, like I said, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna conceal my brows. I'm hoping this is, oh my gosh. Oh my god. Let me see something, y'all. Oh my god. Luckily they said I could return this, so I probably should have with the darker shade. See, when I did my shade match at first it said toffee, but then when I went in the store and saw toffee it looked a little dark. But baby, this ain't it either. I'm not finna be out here looking like Michael Jackson, no ma'am. This is not it. This ain't it. No, I don't like this whatsoever. So what I'm gonna do for you guys, because like I said, I mixed my shades, so I'm gonna see something for you guys. Let me see if I can make my magic trick work for real, like on this, cause baby, what is that? Like, I know that TikTok, like that TikTok sound, like, you know, yeah, I've fucked up. Raise your hand if you never fucked up. Exactly, no hands in the air, like that shit. Like that's how I'm feeling. Like, this matches exactly with my skin concealer. I gotta get this thing off of me. Bear with me because it looks crazy right now. We're gonna make this work. So I'm gonna go ahead, woo, and I'm gonna go ahead and like set this in. I like this concealer because, like I said, it definitely dries up quick enough. And then, like I said, I'm an oily girl and I don't want to be oily throughout the day, so the fact that this went ahead and set in by itself, I actually like that a lot. So like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and pat this stuff in. I'll need a smaller brush because I hate when I get that stuff on me, on my eyebrow. But I'm gonna blend this in. And then I'm going to go into my Airspun concealer. And as you know, Airspun is another one of those drugstore beauty products that it's a OG. If you know, you know. Like, it's definitely one of the setting powders that I tell anybody, if you're a beginner and you're starting out and you need to like, and you've never used a translucent powder, Airspun is definitely it. Like, that's been my go-to baby for a while. Like, I remember when I first found it, and that was thanks to Aaliyah J at the time. Like, I was like, I need a setting powder, didn't know what to do. I'm over here buying stuff that's too light for my skin. Airspun is definitely it. And for those of y'all that don't know what Airspun is, go to girl. I specifically use translucent extra coverage. I don't put this on my face like I used to. I really just use it for setting the base. I usually use it for setting the base for my lid when I'm getting ready to put eyeshadow on. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do now. But yes, this is the OG setting powder. I definitely feel like it gives like that vintage quality, honestly. Like, that smell of like baby powder does reside on it. So if you don't like the smell of like that, then you probably won't like Airspun, but I like it. I mean, it's not gonna stay on you. It's not like if somebody come up and sniff your face, it's gonna stay on there, which I hope ain't nobody coming up here and just sniffing out faces. True, unless, you know, you're my husband who just likes to annoy me and do weird shit. Okay, now that that's set, good lord, these brows, like, my brows look good with this at the top. I feel like Helga Pataki. Like, that just doesn't look cute. It's not cute. So another affordable product that I like specifically is NYX. And if y'all not onto the NYX craze, y'all are late to the game. And I only say that because NYX has been around for a long time, and they're definitely a makeup brand that's meant for creatives who aren't necessarily, I mean, okay, so it's made for professionals, but also for people that's not professional. So it's a brand for everybody, and it's affordable. I will be dropping the prices and everything in this video for you guys, also in the description box, as well as with links to these products. But I'm gonna go into the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette. I like this one specifically because it had like these greens in here that I thought were really pretty. And if you know me, my favorite color is green. I'm gonna go into this deep brown shade first, and I'm just gonna pack that one on my lid and let y'all know. So the last time I used a NYX product, it was not as pigmented as I wanted to be, but clearly I didn't know what the hell I was doing then, because y'all see that, like, this is so pigmented, and for the price, like, you're literally getting quality products for the low. It almost feels like you're stealing. Like, come on now, these are some bomb products. But like I said, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pat this like right on, like on and under my brow bone, just to create a nice transition shade. Oh, this is freaking gorgeous. I like these. So now I'm gonna go in and I'm just going to blend that out, because we don't want any harsh lines, sis. Harsh lines is not cute. And I'm kind of just gonna swirl it all over the place and almost blend it into my brow. And I know I said I don't really like when people blend their eyeshadow into their brows, because to me it almost can look clownish depending on the colors that you use if you don't know what you're doing. But I'm gonna just leave a little bit of space, but I'm just gonna blend it out because, like I said, I want a nice transition. I don't want any harsh lines. So far also too about this concealer, it definitely is acting as a balm base for my eyeshadow. And sometimes certain concealers don't give you the pigment back to the eyeshadow when you're using it, but it's definitely doing me justice right now. I'm really liking it. I'm definitely about to add this to my vault as far as my makeup kit when I'm doing clients, because I just really like the way it's coming off right now. So I'm gonna go in with these two shades right here, because as you can see, this one's really light compared to the brown that I just used, but I want it to be deep enough. So I'm just gonna mix those two together. So like I said, I'm gonna blend these in right here. So even though I mixed that shade, honestly, it's not really shining through like how the deeper shade is that I said I was gonna mix it with. So that's okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and go along with it. Yeah, so that shade didn't necessarily work the way I wanted it to in there. I feel like it wouldn't be a good transition shade, maybe just a good base shade. So that's okay. I'll just work with what I have. But what I am going to do is go back into my crease and just deepen it a little bit more with that darker shade I used. I want my transition shade to really pop for my crease. And I'm going in with the precision tip brush to do that. See what I mean? It's darker now. Good Lord, y'all. When I tell you I need a break, as people, we always need a break. Whether you're a mom, dad, worker, whatever the case may be, you need to take a break, because people will not allow you to do so. Even in the moment where you're saying like, I need a break, people feel like, oh, okay, you definitely should take one. But before then, I need to do so-and-so XYZ. I'm not gonna burn myself out. Not going to, because if I burn myself out, I'm not gonna be good for anybody. All right, so now that I look crazy as hell, I'm gonna go back in with the same concealer that I just used, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut my crease. Guys, it's so easy to cut your crease, believe it or not. A tip that I taught myself was, first of all, I'm using a Morphe 167 brush. That is not a mirror. And what I'm gonna do is take the concealer that's on the brush, I'm gonna put it on my lid, look up, and then wherever it sits is where you need to cut your crease. Especially having hooded lids, you just need to make sure that you're kind of cutting above that crease too. So in my case, what I'm gonna do is cut above it just a little bit, just to cut out some of that deep transition shade that I just put on my face. See, crease is cut. I feel like I look like the hamburger right now. Like everything just looks crazy. But that's the process of makeup. Now, brown is gonna all come together in the end. I'm not gonna leave y'all hanging with that. That's not what we do. Now, I'm not going to set the base for this because I want this to be a little bit tacky. And I really wanted to use that green. Like, y'all see that? F it, I'm gonna use it. I don't care. This look gonna come together regardless. Sometimes I like actually using a precision tip brush when I'm adding this on here, because sometimes when I do like the flathead brushes, it doesn't come off the way I want it to. Like it'll come off. I'm gonna put this back here first just to see. That's pretty. All right, so I don't normally work back to front like that, but like I said, I just didn't want to use one shade all the way through. So I'm just gonna pack this on my lid right here, and then I'm gonna do the same over here. I'm really living for this damn concealer, y'all. Like it's sticky, it's tacky. Like I don't feel like my eyeshadow's gonna move. I like that a lot. So you guys can definitely pick this up. It's like this little light green shade in here. I'm gonna pop that on first in here just to see if I really like that on you. That's pretty. I like that. Okay, we're good. We're moving along here, guys. We're moving along. And I'm definitely taking that shade back to Ulta because, actually no I'm not, I'm gonna keep it. I forgot I'm a makeup artist and somebody gonna need the shade. So that's the good thing about being a makeup artist. Something don't work for you, it'll work for somebody else. So now I'm gonna go in with the gold shade at the bottom, that right there. And I'm just gonna pop that in on my inner corner. I'm feeling this look. I'm liking the way it's coming out. I was worried at first, but no, it's definitely giving. It's really this concealer that's giving too. I'm lying, it's all the products together, baby. That's why I say affordable products like these, you can't go wrong. So normally I would throw in some dramatic lashes, but I don't want to do that this go around because I really want the eye makeup to be like the look. So I'm gonna pop on some more affordable products, basically some lashes. And these are by Kiss. So if you know what Kiss products are, then you know. That came out cute. So now I'm gonna go in with, I kind of want to go in with a purple now. So I'm going with that purple shade right there. Yeah, and I'm just gonna kind of create a transition at an angle. I like that. That's cute. It's almost giving me like Beetlejuice vibes. It's not even Halloween. And at this point, I don't care, guys. I'm about to just deliver whatever look I feel like it. I know some people are like, well, you need to wait till October. Baby, I'm gonna do what I want to do. If I decide I want to give a Christmas look, I'm gonna give a Christmas look. And I think I'm gonna just add another dark shade that I put in my cut crease. And I'm just gonna tap that right on the outside, just so it's blending in with the inner corner too. Not that y'all really be able to see it like that. This is another affordable makeup product. I already had this in the vault. If y'all don't know, I like, to save money. I'm like Mr. Krabs, and don't get me wrong, when it comes to save money with food, I probably won't do it, but this year, this Kiss Long and Volume Lash Mascara is so good. I'm not gonna put a whole lot of coats, only because I'm gonna be putting lashes on. But just to go ahead and set my base, I'm gonna do that. And then I'm also gonna be doing eyeliner right now too. Not really sure if I want to do a wing or not, but I'm definitely going to be doing a liner. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go in with the NYX Epik Ink Liner. I know people as of lately have been like ranting about how they missed their other liner in the formula mix, but I actually like the NYX Epik Ink Liner. I just like the precision tip brush. I just like how pigmented it is. I have no complaints with it. I haven't done a wing in so long for like looks like these, so I'm gonna just go ahead and do a wing. But I like the precision tip brush. I like it a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put my lashes on now. Duo Lash Glue, girl. You can get this from the beauty supply store. You can even get it from Ulta too. yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and fulfill my thick lash fantasy, y'all. So now we're gonna get into the gobbledygook. So remember how I told y'all in the beginning, this one was too light, and if you watch my previous video with Black Radiance Beauty, this one oxidized a lot. Now I'm not here for mixing formulas, especially by 2 different brands, but we about to test the theory out because your girl, I need help. So this one, I am in the shade Bisque in an Elf Almond. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my hand first, and as y'all, if y'all don't remember from that first video, like I said, almond oxidized. Now it looked like it was my first, it looked like it's my exact shade. However, I was a little bit darker than I wanted to be, and I'm only gonna use like a half a pump with the e.l.f. and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna mix those 2 shades together, and I'm gonna put like one more half a pump of the e.l.f. in there. And I'm hoping with the oxidization, yeah, that word, that it works. Like, I feel like that is my skin tone for sure. I told you your girl's gonna figure it out. Who is not the mix queen in here now? So now that I have my perfect shade match, I'm going to apply the rest of this on here, like so. Put that on my nose, right here.
Audio Jungle.
Yeah, good lord, because I don't know what was going on up here. I'm going to go in with my foundation brush and take whatever's left on my hand off, just because I'm going to dirty hand. And we're going to blend this out. And I'm going to see how this formula mixes together, because, well, I'm not one for mixing foundation formulas like that, but sometimes you have to get your perfect shade. Like, see, even for me right here, this is a little bit too light. So I'm gonna go back in with Bisque, the one that oxidizes a little bit. And I'm gonna put like a few dots in there, just so we're not casket sharp. I'm trying to move through this for y'all guys, because I know I still got a few more products that I want to share with you guys. But when you gotta make something work, you gotta make it work. See, that's a lot better. Your girl was scared. I was scared. So far for what I'm seeing though, these 2 definitely do mix well together, so that's a plus. I'm gonna go back in with that same concealer by e.l.f. And I'm not gonna put a lot because I feel like it's very pigmented. Like that, and that's gonna give me a very bright under eye, so I'm really not gonna use a lot. I'm just gonna put some right. I'm gonna put a good amount too, because I really want some full coverage. Why not just go ahead and make it a full face glam, guys? And probably like a little dot right there. Yeah, we're moving along, guys. We're moving along. It's working. It's working for my good. He's working for my good. Some right here. And I'm gonna put the smallest amount right here, because I just know that's gonna be a lot. Am I gonna put some on my forehead? Because I don't really want a bright forehead. I have a big one. I'm gonna put like a dot right there like that. I'm gonna put y'all on game against another e.l.f. product. This is the Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. Now I'm gonna set it with this because, like I said, it dries up really fast, and I don't want it to look like I have a dry under eye. And I normally let it sit first, but I don't want it to sit right now. I want to go ahead and blend it out. And normally the reason why I let it sit is because you get full coverage. I feel like it definitely provides you with that full glam when you let your concealer sit a bit. But see, that's the thing, like, even though I just set this, and what I'm noticing right now, it's still like drying up fairly quickly. So now I gotta hurry up and blend. So it's weird, like I mix the two for it to like blend together as far as like the dewy setting spray with this, but it's kind of separating on me a little bit because I still didn't let it sit long enough, even though it's drying up very fast. So just to combat that, I'm probably going to go in with just a little bit more of the concealer. Ooh, makeup is definitely a process, because sometimes I be thinking like, Lord have mercy, just let me get through this, and I promise you I don't even know, I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do. We're gonna go in with the Makeup Revolution Banana. So normally I get the light one, shake it off because we don't want too much powder, we want nice even coverage. And I'm gonna press, and I'm gonna let you guys know what I think in a second. Okay, so far we're just doing this eye right here. I can tell you right now, I'm loving this because look at that, and then look at this eye. Like, you see how that eye is already smooth? First of all, that just goes with the amount of powder that you're putting on. But for one, this powder is so fine. Like, I'm obsessed. Like, I normally use the Sacha Buttercup, Light Buttercup, but I am obsessed with Makeup Revolution's like setting powder right now. Like, that's so fine compared to like this side, and it even like this banana powder just is like, it toned this down. Because remember, like I said, it was a little bit too bright for me, and a little bit too harsh. But I mean, I didn't mind a bright under eye, but like looking at it now, I'm glad I grabbed this one, because if I was to grab the lighter one, it definitely would have gave me that trendy bright under eye that's going on now. But your girl likes a nice smooth natural look. I don't want to look too bright in the face sometimes. I feel like with these type of glams, it's okay to do that. And honestly, I don't even want to tone it down. Normally I go in with like a Maybelline pressed powder and sit it over it, but I'm actually liking the way this looks. Like, I don't want to tone down this bright under eye, so I'm not going to. I like this a lot. This powder is definitely, I definitely have a new fave now. Like, the concealer is bomb, the eyeshadow palette is bomb, the foundation scared me, but I'm sure I can find my right shade match with that, even though I just made my own. But I'm definitely going to be implementing this into my makeup routine, because nobody likes to keep using the same product. Sometimes it gets a little boring, but I'm definitely loving this right here. It's really fine. Where I feel like Sacha Buttercup, it's not heavy, but it's not light either. Like, I could definitely tell the difference. And I even use a light hand with that. So I'm definitely loving Makeup Revolution setting powder a lot. But I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. Let me see what shade this one is.
Audio Jungle.
Oh, this is what it is. I'll just post a link because I don't see the shade on here and I don't remember which one, but there were multiple different shades. This is what it looks like on the inside. I'm gonna go in with my foundation brush and tap that on there. Or really swirl it around in there. And I'm gonna press that on there. So maybe I should have went darker because it looks like it's my skin tone now. Let me see. I mean, it's a bronzer, but I feel like I'm just reapplying my foundation shade. Maybe I should have went a little bit darker, but the other dark ones were kind of scaring me because I thought this would be good enough. I don't know if you can see that. Like, I can kind of tell the difference. Like, just barely tell the difference. So I would probably recommend going like a little bit darker for myself with this. Like I said, this is just a cream bronzer, and I'm gonna go in with the powder anyway because I feel like if you use any type of liquid, you want to set it with a powder. So no, okay, I can see it better now. I don't know if y'all can, but I could definitely see it. like the difference in the bronzer. Y'all don't know why my allergies are acting up now. I'm gonna take some under my chin too. But yeah, I can definitely see the difference now. And for my nose, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and put it on there. I don't normally pull. Yes, I do. Why am I putting a lot of y'all like that? Yes, I do. I forgot. But I'm gonna put this on my nose now with this angled brush. Okay, so yeah, no, you can definitely tell the difference. And I'm gonna blend that into my brow bone, like so. And drag it out just a little bit onto my nose. And take it under here. So now I'm gonna go in with the Black Radiance Beauty True Complexion Contour Palette. I know you guys see me use it in my other videos, but it's just another affordable makeup brand that does not cost a lot either. So that shade right here, and I'm just gonna lightly press that over. And you see it kind of aids in the bronzer. I don't want a heavy contour with this look, so I'm gonna keep a very light hand while applying it. It's under my chin. Yeah, like so. And then, I mean, I don't really have to go in and contour too much because the darker shade can come up a little darker, but I'm gonna put a little bit. When I say a little bit, I mean really the bare minimum. And I'm just gonna barely tap it. Like, y'all see that? It's no need to go with a heavy hand with this. And then I'm just gonna go back in with that Sculptor shade and really define my nose. Good Lord. That's why I said this stuff is like very pigmented. You don't have to use a lot. But I'm gonna blend this out. And no worries, this is why I say I always go back in with my foundation brush, because if I feel like I picked up too much, it's definitely gonna tone it down for me. Because sometimes even with blending, like with the same brush, it still has the same product that you had on there in the beginning, and it's just gonna add more. So we're just gonna go back in and tone it down. Just a tad. See? Now it's toned down. So beauty hack. What you can do is take some of your eyeshadow. Sometimes, even though eyeshadows can be very pigmented, just be careful with how much you pick up. And like I said, we always gonna make some work. So I'm gonna tap off the extra, and I'm gonna lightly tap it on my cheekbone. That's pretty. Same thing here. And I'm gonna smile just to make sure I have it in the place that I want it in. You see? A blush. Beauty hack, beauty hack, beauty hack. So now that I have the technically eyeshadow, but my blush in place to where I want it, just to make sure it's not too crazy, because I don't want to look like an Annabelle doll, I'm gonna go back in with my foundation brush and just lightly go over that, so that way it blends out seamlessly. Honestly, the last part of this is the lips, guys. So I'm gonna take two of my favorites, which is by NYX. This one is in the shade Nutmeg, and this one is just a brown. Actually, I was going to use a NYX, but this is Nika K. Nika K is another drugstore. You can actually go to the beauty supply store and find this one, but it's just a brown. I'm just going to go ahead and line my lips for you guys. And if you saw my review on her brand before, you know that I fell in love with this lipstick as soon as I put it on. But it's the Journey Be Beauty lip gloss, and this is one in the shade Nudes. And I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put that on my lips. Like, so isn't like she freaking gorgeous? Like, I'm obsessed with this lippy. Like, I had a go-to, but now it's changed, and this is definitely it. I haven't used highlighter in a long time, but since I can record again, it's definitely been giving me like old school. I say old school, I just really mean like a few years ago makeup tutorial vibes. I definitely feel like it's been giving me those vibes, and I fell in love with it. But honestly, guys, that's pretty much it. Everything that I said, like I said, was a first impression of these. So like I stated before, these are both drugstore affordable makeup products. I definitely feel like it was worth the purchase. So everything that I included, guys, like I said, it will be in the description box below. So definitely, guys, these are like my 10 out of 10 products that I would definitely recommend for you all, especially if you're starting out just learning how to do your makeup, or if you're watching this video and that inspired you to go out and go find some makeup. Like I said, Ulta, Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, the beauty supply store will have a lot of these products for you guys. But that is pretty much it for this video, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Share, like, comment, subscribe, do all the works. Let me know what you love this video. If you love this video and you want to see more products like these being used, creating various looks, just let me know and I will deliver for you guys. But thank you for tuning in with your girl Imani, and I will see you guys next time.